Okay, welcome to the Capital Pulse. I'm Jeff Ogan, and today's villain we're going to be talking about is manual friction. It's the cost of doing things the old-fashioned way, because the term is stuck. Your team is basically stuck in spreadsheets and outdated CRMs and phone calls and manual entry and all kinds of different ways of just putting your data and information. And you need the information and automation to scale. But the high-end software and AI-driven softwares and systems required to massive upfront investments that you don't know how to want to pull from your cash flow. So what do you need to do to get that done? Well, you feel like you need to have to throw bodies at every problem just to keep up. Well, today I'm going to show you how you can use an SBA loan to fund the digital enterprise and replace all those 10-step manuals and everything that's slowing down the growth of your business. So, what's the insight? Well, a lot of the owners think the SBA loans are only good for one thing on that you can touch: equipment, furniture, simple trucks, a building. But as your guide, I'm going to dig into the 2026 SBA guidelines and be able to take you and let you know that SBA loans can also purchase intangible assets and operating capital. You can use the SBA loans to fund a complete technological overhaul. And with the advances of AI and everything that's coming, this is the time to really consider this type of an investment in your business. Some of the things that you can do with your technological overhaul is you can actually fund your software, your AI. That includes CRMs and your migrations, ERM systems, and even custom software developments for your business, as well as intangibles. The SBA rules explicitly allow the financing of goodwill on the purchase of businesses as well as intangible assets. So, in 2026, your proprietary technology and automated systems are some of the most valuable intangibles. Those are assets of the business. The term, while equipment is often a 5 to 7 year lease or shorter, an SBA for technology and working capital we can stretch out to 10 years. Why does that matter? Well, when you finance a $200,000 automatic project for 10 years, your monthly payment is a fraction of the cost of one full-time employee. You aren't just buying software, you're buying a system. And the most profitable businesses operate on systems. The most profitable businesses are managed by entrepreneurs that build systems into their business so they don't have to work them every day. That's how you buy your freedom back. You aren't just buying your software, you're buying the system that's going to be working 24/7 without a lunch break, without calling in sick, without having to go get their kid at lunch or school because they happen to have had an issue. And you're trading your small monthly payment interest for exponential increases in your output. These are people that are constantly working for you. So, what is the plan that you want to follow? It's the automation audit. How do you get the bank to say yes to a software loan? Well, first off, you have to look at a bottleneck analysis. You need to show that how this tech will solve a specific labor or capacity problem. We're moving from where we want this to be to this is where we need to go to grow. Also, you can finance the implementation cost. Don't just ask for the license fee, include the cost of the consultants, the training, the time, the data migration, everything that's involved in that setting up that system. You can bake the entire transition into the loan so you can keep your cash flow maintaining a smooth operations and keep that money being reinvested in the business. And then also you can take a look at your ROI projections. We calculate the capacity lift. If the technology will allow you to handle 30% more volume in your sales team, that's a huge win for your business as well as the bank, as well as the SBA application. They're going to help finance something like that, but you have to document it. So, you want to your action plan is you want to identify the friction. Where is your team presently wasting 5 hours a week on manual tasks? Is it going through and downloading data or leads and just trying to figure out who is going to be a good lead and who's not going to be a good lead, and how much time does that take? So get a quote, get a full implementation quote for your software vendor or your app developer or whomever that you're going to be working with. If you need recommendations, reach out. Stop throwing people at problems. That's a system, and let the system solve the problem. Once again, stop throwing people at it. Build a system to solve the problem. And if you're ready to move your business into the automation zone and upgrade to AI, by all means, please reach out and fund the technology scale with the business. Reach out, give me a call, DM me below. So I as well, I've created a DM ROI worksheet for digital investments, and to see exactly how much profit and how much kind of an ROI return you're going to be able to get in the process as you do it. It's linked below, or reach out to me and we can send that over to you. Don't forget, thanks so much. I'm Jeff Ogan on the Capital Pulse, and I'll see you tomorrow.